It's a mess washing clothes in this old washing machine. How I wish we had a new one. I also forgot that Puta needs a laptop for his schoolwork. It's been some time since we went shopping.
It's now zero.
What? Is everything over?
No. When you buy with the People's Credit Card, the interest is zero.
Buy anything you please with a People's Credit Card from selected outlets and pay it off within 36 months with zero interest. Offer valid till December 31st at selected outlets. More details at www.peoplesbank.lk.
In a few moments, the news.
Buy anything you please with a People's Credit Card from selected outlets with zero interest.
This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
.6:15, this is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The news edited by Dulmin Samar Singha and read by Niranjan Abe Sundara. Bus fares amended with effect from midnight today. The government emphasizes that COVID funerals are held only on recommendations of health authorities. A proposal made requesting public servants to wear a dress made out of local textiles from January. The Navy takes into custody Kerala cabinets valuing more than 30 million rupees along with suspects. In world news, Moscow closes restaurants and clubs overnight for 2 months. Sports news, Vietnamese Grand Prix dropped from 2021 Formula One schedule. State Minister Dilum Amarkama said bus fares will be amended. He said amended bus fares will come into effect from 12 midnight today. He further said decision was taken after considering difficulties faced by bus owners and the public. Meanwhile, Minister Gamni Dokage said Cabinet has agreed to provide relief to the private bus owners. Minister Mahinda Amarveera said that burial or cremation of the bodies of those who died due to COVID-19 is done according to international guidelines and the recommendations of the local health authorities. The government does not take any decision in that regard. The minister said this was discussed at length at yesterday's cabinet meeting. He said various views were expressed at the meeting. However, he added that government takes action only on the instructions of health authorities. Minister Dasari Jayasekara has proposed the public servant to wear once a week from January dresses sewn using batik or handloom textiles. The program will be implemented jointly with the Ministry of Public Administration. He said new designs will be introduced with the assistance of fashion designers. The minister mentioned this while attending the District Development Committee meeting at the Polonnaruwa District Secretariat today. He further said steps will be taken to issue NVQ certificates after training batik designers. He added that considerable loans will be given to the people in the industry. 5 suspects have been arrested with stock of Kerala cannabis valuing more than 30 million rupees. They will be found following a search operation with 100 kilograms of Kerala cannabis in an abandoned boat at the Magalture beach. Meanwhile, 6 kilograms of heroin have been detected following search operations in the Manna and Thanamalvila areas. Khalda District Secretary Prasanna Ginige say the government has provided 1.31 billion rupees to grant 5,000 rupee allowance. 26,000 male families in the family districts will be given the allowance, and 5,000 families under quarantine will get the dry ration to the value of 10,000 rupees. Taking part in SLBC's Government Hadak program today, he said pensions were paid in the district today. He said dry ration will also be provided to elders and children's homes in the district. Minister Nama Radhapaksa said a speedy solution will be given by providing loans that control rates through setting up a youth fund. He said loans will be given to those who are facing difficulties to maintain their businesses in order to uplift their ventures and to improve their living standards. The Bound District program, the national program developing the rural economy, which is held at district level, took place recently. Attention was paid during the program on identifying problems of the youth and providing them with employment and business opportunities. The minister also instructed officials to prepare a plan to provide education to children with special needs in the district. Dr. Jeevaka Samankumara of the Pera University says that Sri Lanka should use a political system unique to the country in the face of power politics between the US, India, China and Japan. He pointed out that under the 1982 ocean law, Sri Lanka has 200 sea routes. He said about 900 ships sail daily through Asian and European sea routes. Therefore, Dr. Jivika said, Sri Lanka's policy on the Indian Ocean is important to the US. He said, behavior of the US on war crimes, human rights and the LTTE could depend on the country's political conduct. He said it is important for Sri Lanka to maintain a clear foreign policy. Senior lecturer of the Colombo University, Adit Balatoria, said that paying minimum attention to human safety led to the defeat of President Trump. He further said Sri Lanka government from 2015 to 2019 lost due to the East India attacks and less attention paid to the citizens. Veteran journalist Mohan Samaranayaka said there would not be a major change in the policy of Joe Biden as former presidents. He pointed out policies will not change despite change of powerful men in the US. This news broadcast comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
Buy anything you please with a People's Credit Card from selected outlets with zero interest.
Commissioner General of Prison Tushar Apulania said that a special program has been prepared to handle the COVID pandemic. He said that hospitals at Palansen and Valikada prisons have been prepared to face any situation. He further said 19 inmates have been infected with the virus and 89 of them are females. 4 more COVID patients have passed away. 3 of them are males and other one is a female. The General of Health said that the deceased are residents of Rajagiriya, Colombo 10 and Udugampal areas. Accordingly, the number of COVID deaths in the country has increased to 40. And that ends local news for now.
Buy anything you please with a People's Credit Card from selected outlets and pay it off within 36 months with zero interest. More details at www.peoplesbank.lk.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Veda Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya.
The total number of coronavirus recoveries reported in the country crossed the 9,000 mark as 657 individuals who were diagnosed with COVID-19 were discharged from medical care after recovering from the virus. New development brings the total number of coronavirus recoveries reported in the country to 9,537. Sri Lanka's confirmed cases stand at 14,285. Epidemiology unit says 4,700 of them are still under medical care. That was the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya.
Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
And on to Watchlight, Education Ministry together with the key stakeholders in education and the media will commence distance learning programs for all grades via electronic media from Sunday. So Secretary of State Ministry of Education Reform, Dr. Upali Sedar, issuing a special statement, has announced that education of school children should be continued using alternative methods during the COVID-19 epidemic. Well, that came to you in Watchlight. On to world news. Moscow closes restaurants and clubs overnight for 2 months. Trump mounts legal assault as bar authorizes probes of vote irregularities. African bloc urges ceasefire as European claims airports at Tigray. Restaurants and nightclubs in Moscow will be forbidden from serving customers between 11 p.m. and 6 a.m. for 2 months. Mayor Sergei Sobyanin said today in an effort to reduce the spread of COVID-19. He said these measures would be in place from Friday until the 15th of January. During that period, school children would also have to stick to online remote learning. President Donald Trump will push ahead today with legal challenges to the results of last week's election after U.S. Attorney General William Barr told federal prosecutors to look into any substantial allegations of voting irregularities. Barr's directive to prosecutors prompted the top law overseeing voter fraud investigation to resign in protest. Ethiopian troops took to an airport in the Tigray region during the offensive against local leaders, defying Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed authority, and the African Union call for an end to bloodshed. Hundreds have been killed in escalating conflict that some fear could slide into civil war, given deep animosity between the Tigrayans and the government of Abiy Ahmed, who comes from the largest Oromo ethnic group. Ken Spears, the co-creator of the cartoon series Scooby-Doo, has died at the age of 82. Spears, who created the animated character alongside his creative partner Joe Ruby, died of complications from Lewy body dementia. And back to the headlines of the world news. Moscow closed the restaurants and clubs overnight for 2 months. Trump mounts legal assault as bar authorizes probes of vote irregularities. African bloc urges ceasefire, Ethiopia claims airport in Tigray. That was world news.
Development News is brought to you by...
My wife always sets a full lunch table, even if it's just the two of us. She always expects people to drop by, like maybe the army.
In whatever we do, we Sri Lankans are always thinking of others. When we get Munchie Super Cream Crackers, they're not just for ourselves. Munchie Super Cream Cracker. Super kiyanne nikan newe.
The Government Information Office said Sri Lanka will provide tax relief on a Strategic Development Project Act for 400-acre pharmaceutical investment zone in Hambantota. The statement said declaring it as a strategic development project is likely to provide applicable relief and encouragement for investors to step forward to invest in this pharmaceutical manufacturing zone. That was Development News.
When Tati bought a new family car, it wasn't just for the four of us.
It's a 10-seater van. Enough for friends and relatives too.
Mummy insisted on building an extra room in our new house. Well, you never know who'll come to stay. We need more pillows too.
When I was studying late, Nangi would come by to help.
No, I don't know physics, but I do know you need a Munchie Super Cream Cracker.
In whatever we do, we Sri Lankans are always thinking of others.
When we get Munchie Super Cream Crackers, they're not just for ourselves.
Munchie Super Cream Cracker. Super kiyanne nikan newe.
And on to sports news, the Vietnamese Grand Prix has been dropped from the 2021 Formula One calendar, raising doubts that the race will ever take place. A street race in the capital Hanoi was due to make its debut in April this year before it was called off as a result of the coronavirus pandemic. The date of the Vietnam race on 20th April has been left blank on 22-acre race schedule for the 21 published on Tuesday. The calendar could extend to 23 Grand Prix, a new record if Formula One can find a replacement for Vietnam. 2021 this season is scheduled to start in Australia on 21st of March and end in Abu Dhabi on the 5th of December. The British Grand Prix at Silverstone is on the 18th of July, and the new Saudi Arabian Grand Prix announced last week, the penultimate race on the 20th of November. That was Sports News.
Empower your dreams with NSV Wings. NSV Wings, reach out the high goals.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
3 million workers helped by 4,000 planes and ships are getting ready to the world's biggest online sale, with revenge spending tipped to be one of this year's biggest trends. China's Singles Day tomorrow is the world's biggest 24-hour online shopping event, with 1.9 billion products ordered and delivered last year. But it's thought pent-up demand from the pandemic will break new records. Robot cleaners, vacuums and toolboxes are all expected to be popular. That was Business News.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
The wait is over, and it's time for you to experience happiness. It's time to remap the graph for success. It's time to rebuild your empire. It's time to initiate your entrepreneur dreams. Empower your dreams with NSV Wings. Get your 2-year personal loan for just 7% per annum, starting from 500,000 rupees to 10 million rupees. All you need is just one guarantee. NSV Wings, reach out the high goals.
Economic news, courtesy of...
Hello, Puta. Did you land already?
We're in transit and our flight got delayed.
How is Shani? Poor thing with her pregnancy.
Calm down, everything is sorted. Why, I have my LOLC World Card with me. We are at the VIP lounge.
LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
Sri Lanka stocks fell 0.30% to today's closing. Colombo's all-share price index fell 0.30% or 18.61 points to close at 6095.89. S&P SL20 index of more liquid stocks gained 1.52% or 36.24 points to 2415.93. The market turnover was 3.6 billion rupees with 95 stocks gaining, 104 falling. That was economic news.
Congratulations on your promotion. Heard you gave a treat for everyone in your department yesterday.
Yeah.
When will be our treat, huh?
Well, how about today?
Oh no, I was just joking. We'll have a party with your new salary.
It's fine. I have my LOLC credit card with me. Let's go out today.
Those who spread goodness radiate happiness to everyone around them. Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
And the weather report by department says showers or thunder showers will occur at times in the northern, eastern and north central and northwestern provinces. Heavy showers above 100 millimeters can be expected in some places in the northern, north central and northwestern provinces and in the Trincomalee district. Short thunder showers will occur at several places elsewhere. Heavy showers above 100 millimeters can also be expected in some places in the western, southern and central provinces. Back to the headlines of the news. Bus fares amended to effect from midnight today. Government emphasized that COVID funerals will be held only on recommendations of health authorities. A proposal made requesting public servants to wear a dress made out of local textiles from January. The Navy takes into custody Kerala cannabis valuing more than 30 million rupees along with the suspects. In world news, Moscow closed restaurants and clubs overnight for 2 months. Sports news, Vietnamese Grand Prix dropped from the 2021 Formula One schedule.